Mic check, mic check. What's kicking, family? I'm glad you clicked in so I can check in with you. My current location, I'm shooting out here in Van Cortlandt Park South. Over my shoulder is the Major Deegan, Interstate 87. So just give you a location just in case you guys wanted to check it out and see where Mr. Batch was filming this thing out here just outside having some fun. So, Wild Card Weekend, Football Friday. All right, before I get to the wild card game, that was a great game between Alabama and Texas. Unfortunately for Texas, that Colt McCoy had went down on the 5th play of the game when Texas was leading 6-0. Then the Heisman Trophy winner stepped up big and played big. They also had a second running back by the name of Richardson who did his thing and exploded for some, oh man, he went through there and untouched. Phew, gone. I'm of the opinion that they should go back to having the national championship game at least on New Year's Day, or if not, a day or two after. Yo, 7 days later, I mean, I remember back, there was a time where I would just sit around and just watch bowl game after bowl game after bowl game after bowl game. And that was the enjoyable part of watching college football on New Year's weekend when you had a whole host of bowl games. But you know why it will never get back to that? I'm going to tell you exactly why. You know why? Because if you have all those bowl games in one day and there comes a commercial, guess what? You're going the other way, aren't you? I am. I'm going to go someplace else. So the advertisers figure, hey, we're only going to give you one game. You got to stay tuned in, and you got to watch my commercial, and then I can get paid off the commercial, etc., etc. It's all about the advertising dollars. And if that's the case, then they need to funnel some of that big money that they're getting from all these advertisers and the cable and television networks to air these games to the athletes. That's another one that that I could get into. But let's continue. Excuse me. Without further ado, let's get with Wild Card Weekend. All right, where's my notes at? Where's my notes? That's right. Jets at Cincinnati. As you already know, the Jets have the #1 rushing offense, the #1 defense. First time since 1970 since a team has had both of those titles, so to speak, going into the playoffs. Now, as you know, Cincinnati got waxed by the Jets in the Meadowlands, and they're going to beat Cincinnati. Yes, they are. You got to run. You got to stop the run. It's going to be bitter cold. It's going to be brick. Carson Palmer is the better quarterback, but I believe that they're going to be ready, willing, and chomping at the bit. Rex Ryan has been talking up a good game. Man, he's been chatty. But that's who I got. I got the Jets over Cincinnati. Philadelphia at Dallas. Man, what did Philly do in that last game against Dallas? What were they thinking? Come on now, what's going on? You can't play around now. Now Dallas has gotten beyond the point of them flubbing away December. Tony Romo has matured. He's come into his own. He seems to be doing better without Terrell Owens. He's got Miles Austin. I don't believe Williams is too much of clicking with him, because Miles Austin is the guy who's been getting open for him. I don't know what Reed and the crew and the Eagles were thinking about in that contest when they got waxed by Dallas. So in this contest at Dallas, I got Dallas. I don't think the Eagles should have won that game, so it should have been at their house. And then, it would have been a different story, crowd behind them, etc., etc. But the way Dallas is playing, their defense is clicking. Tony Romo's not making them mistakes too much anymore. And they seem to be a much better team. And plus, they need this win for Wade Phillips to keep his job. That's my opinion. I got Dallas over Philly. Then we got Baltimore at New England. New England is out without Wes Welker. They got some kid that they're talking about who is just as good as Wes Welker. And I don't know about Baltimore. Baltimore isn't as ferocious, ferocity, and all this other stuff. Ray Rice is doing his thing on the ground. I'm going to go with New England at home over Baltimore. Then you got Green Bay at Arizona. Ooh, that's a good one. I like Green Bay. I like Green Bay. Rodgers, the Green Bay defense. Yeah, that's what I like. Plus, if that's the case, I'd like to see Green Bay play Minnesota. That would be a nice contest. All right. So there you have it. I got Green Bay over Arizona. And just to finish it off and cap it off, once again for Wild Card Weekend, who are the picks that this is week that missed? These are the picks for Wild Card Weekend by Mr. Batch. I've got the Jets over Cincinnati, Dallas over Philly at home, New England over Baltimore at home, Green Bay over Arizona on the road. That's the picks for Wild Card Weekend. This is Mr. Batch. I'm going to see y'all. Peace.